The job applicant, I presume? You're late. Has anyone ever told you that you can only make a first impression once? Oh well, I suppose we do need the help. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. My name is Lydia, and I am the chief maid in charge of this estate. Naturally, that puts me in charge of your interview as well. Come in now. The mistress of the house has been expecting you. That's right. I told them about you after your initial application for the butler position, and they have been looking forward to meeting you ever since. I believe we have already gone over most of the details of this position, but allow me to reiterate the key points for you. That is your cue to take out your pen and pad. You did not bring one? Ah, I see. You are such a skilled candidate that you can instantly memorize any information that I offer you. Is that correct? Oh, don't apologize. It's obviously my fault for getting my hopes up. Here. I thought there was a 1 in 100 chance that this might happen and prepared a spare for you. Please take thorough notes with it. Now for those key points. It's a live-in butler position. Essentially, you take care of your employer, and she will take care of you. Yes, I understand you are curious, but I cannot tell you what our employer is like. Because they asked me not to. They were looking forward to surprising you. That is about the only hint to their personality I can offer. Childish? Interesting. I suppose you are half wrong, half right. But you have other things to focus on now, like...
Lydia! Are they here yet?
Miss Kafka, please refrain from running indoors. You could have injured the guest.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll be more careful.
You say that every time, you know.
And I mean it every time.
I wish you would act like it just once.
Yes. Anyway, is this them? My new butler? It's nice to meet you.
It is the new applicant for the position, yes. But this distinguished guest has not yet been hired. Please don't give them any strange ideas.
Oh, but just look at them. They're handsome. They look very kind, and they have a cute face. And they know how to dress.
I think they would be perfect for the job. With all due respect, milady, I will be the judge of that. And we both know there's more to this position than appearances. More importantly, are you sure it's wise to reveal yourself so soon? Didn't you want to surprise them?
Ah.
You forgot again, didn't you?
Well, isn't there another kind of surprise?
Milady, please just let us get back to work.
Ah, fine. But make sure to bring him to my dining room later, just like we discussed. I'm looking forward to getting to know you better.
Of course. We wouldn't miss it.
Well, I'll see you later, Mr. Butler dear. Bye-bye.
She really is such a free spirit. Maybe too much for her own good. But I can't help it if I spoil her sometimes. Exactly. That was the lady of the house, Miss Kafka. Please do not be fooled by her young appearance and immature mannerisms. Miss Kafka is a co-owner of this estate and takes great care of all the employees here. You'll see more as we continue our tour of the grounds. Everyone here wants to become her strength. I'd say that's the most important part of this position. The second most important is punctuality. If you understand, then come along. Oh, it looks like we've concluded the tour just in time. I do hope it gave you a clear idea of the work environment. Excellent. Now let's meet up with Miss Kafka for lunch. You can practice serving her, but don't worry. We will also have a meal prepared just for you. I assure you, it will be some of the finest cuisine you can imagine. But if you are accepted for this position, our kitchen team will be happy to accommodate any requests. Milady, we have arrived.
Oh, it's about time. I was starving. You know, I was looking forward to this all day. I can't wait to see how today's meal tastes.
Don't worry, milady. The wait is over. Please have a seat next to the lady. Yes, you will be bringing the food to her, but you don't need to think about it too much. Just go over there.
Deuce butler, I presume. How is that? Did I sound like her? You can be honest. You really think so? Then all my practice was worth it. You seem like a lot of fun, dear. Thank you, but you can just call me Kafka. Lydia likes to use all those stiff words, but you don't need to. Yep, just like that. So are you ready for the meal? Oh, that's great. Since it's your first time, we want to surprise you with the kind of food we have. So please just sit still and close your eyes. Don't open them until I say you can. Got it? Perfect. Now then, excuse me.
Ah, that's no good, dear guest. She told you to keep your eyes closed. Why are you opening them? If you want to work here, you'll have to do better at following instructions. But it's fine for now. Because of the paralytic effect, opening your eyes is pretty much all you can do. I'll come closer so you don't have to strain yourself. Tell me, why do you look so confused? You already said you would practice serving her food. It's such a simple task, don't you think? Although I will admit, the paralysis takes a little getting used to. Shouldn't be a problem, though. She's almost finished.
That was so delicious.
Okay, but what do we do when we're finished?
All right, I almost forgot. Here you go, dear. You can't see it now, but I'm giving you a couple of my cutest band-aids. You can appreciate them in the mirror later. You want them? You have a rare talent for producing some fine blood. It's sweet, but also a little spicy, and has this savory aftertaste. Oh, I just love it. I want to drink some of this every day.
Oh, isn't that great? She doesn't give that kind of praise to just anyone. She describes many employees here as having stale blood. So you should take pride in her words. I know I would, if she would allow me the
Oh,
honor.
Lydia, not that again. Oh, dear, go on and tell her. Tell her that she doesn't need to offer her blood. That she's done enough for me ever since my parents went away. Tell her that she's the most important part of this house. Go on.
You really mean all that, dear? My, that's so kind of you to say. I didn't realize flattery was in the job description. Maybe you are the right person for the position after all.
See? That's what I was telling you. You are so lucky. She usually turns down applicants left and right, but even Lydia wants to keep you with us.
I believe they are so excited, they are at a loss for words. But don't worry, dear. The effect will wear off in about a minute or so.
Oh, and I bid you so gently, so it won't leave a scar.
The lady is always so thoughtful. Make sure you thank her when you... Oh, I'm moving again.
Welcome back. How do you feel? No, silly. I didn't ask if you want to leave. I asked how you feel. It's your first time going through paralysis, so it might be a little off-putting, but I guess you feel fine if you're standing upright anyway.
I think they're just going for the door. Maybe they want to leave work early and go home.
That's kind of weird. Doesn't he know he lives here now?
They would, if they read through the paperwork they signed before coming in for the interview. You know, the part about how appearing at the residence is equal to accepting the proposed job offer. I realize this may seem like an ambush since you didn't pay enough attention, but I assure you, it's legally binding. So technically you were hired the moment you showed up. Congratulations.
Yay! You did it, dear. I get to drink so much more delicious blood. And we're gonna have so much fun together. I'm so excited.
It's true, you will. Ever since Miss Kafka was turned into a vampire 10 years ago, I've been looking after her. And there's never been a dull moment since. You can experience it too for the next 2 weeks. That's right, 2 weeks. That's how long the trial period is. After that, you can choose to stay or seek employment elsewhere. Oh, I guess you didn't read that either. I bet you convinced yourself that you just got trapped into some lifelong contract with a vampire, didn't you? I can see it in the beads of sweat on your face. Quite the wild imagination you have there.
See? I told you the surprise would be perfect. We really had them scared. It added a nice chill to his blood.
That's wonderful, milady. It seems like you perfectly lived up to our expectations, dear. Well done. But you still look very worried. Is something else bothering you?
Done? Why would you done? That's a silly thing to say.
Oh, right. I see the confusion now. Please relax, dear. Like most people nowadays, you just have a common misconception. Being bit by a vampire does not turn you into a vampire, like some kind of disease. So you won't have to worry about that.
Hear that, dear? I'm not contagious. Yuck!
Yes, I did say she turned into a vampire, but I never said she was attacked or anything. It's genetic and happens to run in her family. The gene activates at random ages. That is why we get vampires of all shapes and sizes, even though they don't physically age afterwards. That's right. Her parents are away on another business trip. I assure you they are perfectly healthy. They just travel a lot for work. Always have, even before this happened. But they return as often as they can.
I hope you can meet Mama and Papa while you're here. Our chefs are great, but Mama makes the best lasagna you'll ever eat, I swear. And she's super pretty, but don't go falling in love with her. Fall in love with me instead. Just teasing. And Papa always has so many funny stories to tell. It's never boring with him around. You'll love hanging out with them.
Surprised? You didn't think a vampire household could be so normal, did you? They're actually quite common. They just don't advertise it. Well, neither did we. Other than that, it's a very routine butler position. I think you would do well here, but it is up to you. In the meantime, let's enjoy our 2 weeks together, dear.
I'm sorry about the prank. But don't worry. I promise to only drink your blood with prior approval through our consent forms. I don't want to do anything wrong.
For the record, one of those forms is also included in your paperwork. Please pay more attention to what you signed during your time here.
What she said. Anyway, please take good care of me. And welcome. welcome home.